1, 2, and 2. What is up, everybody? You're very welcome along to this evening's show. This is, I suppose, my reaction to the Champions League draw. Much appreciated, Paddy, for earlier on, for getting up early and actually doing the draw, because we don't know, there's no way in God's green earth that I was getting out of bed at 11 o'clock. I found out the draw when I woke up at about 3 p.m. today, and I have to say, it was a pleasant draw to wake up to, my friends. It was a pleasant draw. We'll go through it in all of its detail. We'll ask you guys for your opinions. We'll look ahead to the Forest game and lots of other bits and pieces as well. So how are we all feeling after that one? I mean, surely we're happy. I'm happy. You know, if you asked me what I would like to do, it was avoid any English clubs, like I said in the build-ups during the week, and we've done that until potentially the final. So, yeah, not too bad. Benfica, obviously away, first leg, second leg back at Anfield, pretty happy about that. We'll go through the dates of the ties and all that stuff as well. Obviously, look, semi-final, potentially a really tricky tie against either Bayern Munich or Villarreal. You know, we're all thinking probably Bayern Munich, but ultimately I'm really happy with that draw. I'm buzzing. Dare we say, the pathway is there to Paris. I wonder how many Reds around the world now have been looking at flights already for Paris and trying to think, well, let's get this sorted. So, yeah, look, I'm just happy, folks. I'm really happy with that draw. You know, we'll go through all the dates now in a couple of minutes as well for everybody. Manchester City taking on Atletico. Obviously, Chelsea, Real Madrid, which is a really, really good tie. Really good tie, that, over 2 legs. And yeah, look, we'll ask what you guys are thinking, how you're feeling. Again, shout out to Mr. Paddy Murphy for getting up to do the draw early. I really do appreciate it. Written in the stars as a City-Liverpool final, said Hannah. I don't know, Hannah. I don't know. I don't think it's that straightforward for either. I think the potential of a Real Madrid or Chelsea semi-final for Manchester City over 2 legs could be very, very difficult. Let me just get this mic up to a better angle. There we go. That's a bit better. Yeah, I mean, I'm buzzing about it. Let's look through it, though. Let's go through the ties in all of their glory, and we'll go from there. So, look, here's what we do know anyway. We know that Liverpool will be away against Benfica. First leg will take place on the 5th of April over in Portugal. Benfica, I think, currently 12 points behind at the top of the Portuguese Primera Division. And look, let's be honest, they deserve respect because they're in the quarterfinal of the Champions League. Of course they do, but it is the tie that you probably would have picked if you could have picked one. I don't think that's being disrespectful to Benfica, but it is. It's a fact. If we could have picked any name out of the hat, we probably would have picked Benfica. That being said, they still knocked out a decent Ajax team. They've gone over to Amsterdam, beaten them on their own turf, and we need to show them respect. Also, taking place on the 5th of April, we have Manchester City, Atletico Madrid in that first leg. Villarreal will play Bayern Munich, first leg at the Madrigal on the 6th of April, 8 p.m. Then Chelsea, first leg at Stamford Bridge, potentially an empty Stamford Bridge, the way things currently sit, against Real Madrid. Then Liverpool's, the other quarterfinals. Bayern Munich will be at home to Villarreal in their second leg on the 12th of April. Real Madrid at the Bernabeu against Chelsea, again 12th of April. Liverpool's quarterfinal second leg is the 13th of April, obviously at Anfield against Benfica. And then Manchester City will go over to the Wanda Metropolitano for their second leg against Atleti. And of course, the winners of Liverpool-Benfica will play the winners of Villarreal, Bayern Munich. First leg would be potentially at Anfield. Second leg over in the Allianz. And then in the others, obviously the winner of Atletico Manchester City take on the winner of Chelsea and Real Madrid. So look, it's a pretty good draw there. It's a pretty good draw. And no matter what way you look at it, it is set up for an epic end of the season. No disrespect to Benfica, but everybody wanted them, said Liam Stokes. We did, mate. We did. There's no point in sugarcoating it. We absolutely did. You know, I did my list of priorities yesterday, and I said Benfica was top, then Villarreal. Who did I have after that? Benfica, Villarreal, Atletico, Real, Bayern, Chelsea, City. That's the order from the much I wanted first to the least I wanted, and it's worked out pretty well. Look, we were never going to get through without having a really difficult semi-final on the horizon. But I'm happy that it's Bayern Munich or Villarreal in the semi-final if we get past Benfica, because I don't like playing English teams in the Champions League. But the smart money would be on an English team being in the final from the other side of the draw. I mean, Real Madrid could do us all a favour. And would I like to play Real Madrid again? Yes, I absolutely would. I'd like us to get a chance at redemption against Real Madrid in the final, but we've got a couple of things to take care of first. A bit of injury news as well. Trent Alexander-Arnold has been ruled out for a few weeks over the international break. The club are hoping that he'll be back in time for the game against Manchester City. Mohamed Salah looks very likely to miss the game against Nottingham Forest on Sunday as well. Another massive game in our season, potential FA Cup semi-final on the horizon there. So yeah, loads to go on with, loads to talk about. Tonight I'll be back at 8:45 as well. I'll be joined with Mr. Paddy Murphy and we'll get stuck into it. That'll be my last live stream. No, actually it won't be my last live stream on YouTube before I go away because I've Sunday still to do. Right, so what are we feeling? What are we saying? What's the chat feeling? How buzzing are we? How happy are we? Or maybe you're not happy. Maybe you wanted a different draw. Would love to know. Who would you play at right back? So I'm recording my team preview prediction later on tonight. That'll be coming out tomorrow. But a bit of a spoiler, I would go with James Milner at right back. Now, Klopp can obviously go with Milner at right back. He could go with Conor Bradley at right back. He could go with Joe Gomez at right back. I would go with James Milner at right back for this one. Too bad the semi with Chelsea and City will be played in front of so few people and the return leg of the bridge will also have a reduced crowd, said Ramadan. I don't care, mate, in all honesty. I hope... Actually, do you know what? I do care because I don't want Manchester City getting to a final, so I hope Chelsea or Real Madrid can do the world a favour there and knock Manchester City out of it. Because I don't know about you good people, but the idea of Manchester City-Liverpool final, it could be epic if you win it. If you lose it, whoo, that will be sore. That will be sore. But there's a long way to go before a final. We got to make sure that we don't take Benfica for granted, and Bayern Munich won't take Villarreal for granted. So, yeah, let's wait and see what happens there. Looking ahead, though, to the semi-finals, he says, after telling everyone not to get ahead of themselves, looking ahead to the semis, though, the second leg at the Allianz or the Madrigal will make it a little bit more difficult. Obviously no away goals, kind of maybe negates that a bit, but I'm expecting if we get to the semi-final, that second leg either over in Villarreal or in Munich will be difficult, but you're not going to get to a Champions League final without playing some top tier teams, without going through some sticky moments, so let's wait and see. Duran said boring final, Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. It's not going to happen. That's not going to be the final. The final's going to be Liverpool against Real Madrid. That's my prediction, and I'm sticking to it. Liverpool, Real Madrid, or Liverpool, Chelsea. That'll be the Champions League final. I mean, can you imagine if Thomas Tuchel took Chelsea all the way to the final again after the season that they've had and the distractions that are going on right now? I think we've got Bayern as well. Yeah, I think we've got Bayern. Is anybody worried about the draw? I mean, I'm taking for granted that everybody's as buzzing as me about the draw, but maybe some people are a bit worried about it. And Manchester City as well, having to go over to the Wanda Metropolitano for a second leg. That's no gimme, you know. Like, what's Manchester City's kryptonite? Sometimes it's teams that defend really, really deep, and if Manchester City can't break them down early, that frustration can grow. So, maybe Atletico Madrid, City are a better team than Atletico, they are, but maybe. What have we got? Puskas is a god said, in 1984, the year of the treble, by the way, it does get spoken about enough. It was First Division, European Cup and a League Cup for Liverpool treble that year. We played Benfica in the quarterfinals. On the road to number 4. We played 1981, we played Munich in the semi-final en route to winning in Paris. There you go. Boom. If you want any good omens, there they are. Can't underestimate Bayern though. No, God no. Bayern are a very, very, very good team. But I'm happier not playing English teams on the road to the final. I just feel more confident. I don't know why. Usually when English teams play each other, they know all about each other. They can cancel each other out. I like the idea of not playing any English teams. So playing Benfica, brilliant, proper glamour European tie. And then Bayern Munich or Villarreal over 2 legs in the semis. Yeah, I'm loving it. Craig, can we get Chimikas to play right back? I think he'll play at left back at the weekend. I'm expecting Costas to play at left back, and Robbo to get a rest. I'd rather have Atletico on our side than Bayern. Yeah, of course, but Atletico aren't going to get past Manchester City, so that would mean we'd probably have a two-legged semi against Manchester City, Jay, and I don't want that to happen either. So I'm always happy to avoid the English team, full stop. I don't fear any of them. I respect them, of course. I don't fear them, but look, this is just happy days. You know what I mean? Either way, we're in a Champions League quarter-final, regardless of the opponents. We are in the quarter-final of the FA Cup, massive game on Sunday night against Forest at the City Ground, and we are going mano with Manchester City for the Premier League. Actually amazing. Absolutely amazing. Adam, why are you concerned about my job, mate? How's that any of your concern, buddy, in any way, shape or form? I don't know what my job or lack of job is of any of your business, Adam. Other than injuries, we should be going the strongest 11. Other than the keeper, this is a massive game before a 3-week break. Oh, look, I agree. I think this is definitely a potential banana skin coming up on Sunday. I mean, I was speaking to Connor on the phone earlier on, and he was a bit blasé about it. I was a little bit surprised. I'm not expecting this to be a walk in the park on Sunday at all. I think that Forest are going to be up for this. I think the place is going to be absolutely rocking, and I think we have to be at our best. Yeah, Trent is injured. Yes, he is injured. Trent will be out hopefully he'll be back for the City game in April. I think that's what the club seem to be aiming for. And Mohamed Salah as well could well be out for Sunday. Apparently his foot is still sore, so whatever happens. I mean, I could give you my... Actually, you know what? I'll be nice, because I'm going on holidays this weekend. I'm going to be nice and give you my predicted 11 early. I'll still do the video tonight, though. So I'm going to go Alisson, Milner, Gomez. Probably go Matip. Nah, fuck it, Matip. So we've got Alisson, Milner, Matip, Van Dijk, Costas, Fabinho, Curtis Jones, Henderson, Luis Diaz, Firmino to the centre, and Jota. Yeah, I said Jota on the right-hand side. That's what I'm going to go with. That's my guess. I think Mane gets a rest. Obviously, he's got the playoff against Egypt, two-legged playoff to play, as was Mohamed Salah. So, yeah, I don't know what the situation is, Canada, if he'll be available after, if he's healthy and good to go. If Canada is healthy, absolutely throw Canada in alongside Van Dijk. But I'd rest Mane. I would. I'd put him on the bench for this one. Not out of any fault of his, just because I think Firmino looked sharp when he came on. Diaz will have the energy we need against a very difficult Forest team. And I just think give Jota the opportunity on the right-hand side. I mean, I definitely wouldn't be starting Divock and Taki, mate. No way. No. I have too much respect for Forest for that. And Divock looks like he's off to AC Milan, by the way, at the end of the season, so fair play to him. I think that'll be a great move for Divock Origi. Kelleher will start at RSH. I don't know, mate. I don't know. If he does, look, I have no problems. As long as we get through, whatever team the manager picks, I'm happy with, but I certainly wouldn't be going for any shouts of putting in Tyler Morton or, bringing in young centre-backs or anything like that. We've got to be as strong as we can, because this is the last game before an international break, and we want to keep the momentum going. And, they're not going to want this game to go in to the death. They want to sort it out in 90 minutes. So, yeah, I'm happy. Opinions on Coutinho. Why? It's got nothing to do with us. I don't understand, Hannah, why I would have... When we've spoken about Coutinho to bits, I don't give a shit about him. He's at Aston Villa. Wish him well and all, but it's no concern of ours. Any news about Salah's injury? It does look like he'll probably miss the game, Matt, on Sunday with that foot injury, which I'm okay with. I'm okay with, because I think we've got enough attacking threats that we can avoid having to play Mohamed Salah through a pain barrier. If he's feeling his foot, he's a massive two legs coming up against Senegal for Egypt, and we have a massive end of season. So if he's feeling any pain, I think Mohamed Salah has earned a rest. And I'd give Sadio a rest as well. As I said, I'd go with Diaz, Jota, Firmino. Prime Gomez or Matip. You know what? Honestly, I don't think... It's a good question, Hannah. It is. It's a good question. I'm going to go with Matip. And I'll tell you why. I have been so... Like, Joe Gomez, a fit, healthy, confident Joe Gomez is an absolutely quality centre-back. But I tell you what, I have been so impressed with Joe Matip this season. You know, I didn't think he was going to push his game on to another level again. And his fitness. And I've got to say, he's exceptional. Absolutely exceptional. So, yeah, I would go with Matip. I'd go with Matip on that. I think Matip is... He's still getting better. Like, I didn't expect him to, but he's still getting better. If Egypt lose against Senegal, Salah will be mentally finished. Look at what the AFCON final has done to him. And look, I won't lie to you, mate. I am worried about that. I'm very worried about the fact that no matter what happens after the international break, one of our forwards, one of the two lads that we love, is going to be upset. And look, Klopp and all the other coaches and everybody will tell you that they're professionals, yada, yada, yada. They are. But they also got to the level that they got to because of that hunger and desire. And if Egypt don't make the World Cup after losing the AFCON final, I don't care if you're Mohamed Salah, Lionel Messi, whoever, it's going to affect you. It's going to hurt. So I am a little bit concerned that we're going to have one very unhappy forward after the international break who won't be going to the World Cup. And the World Cup will be a lesser place for not having either a Sadio Mane or Mohamed Salah at it. So, difficult one. Yeah, honestly, it is going to be a difficult one. Somebody saying, can you answer me, please? I don't know what the question is, Aaron. I'm trying to scroll back, mate, to see what your question was. I'm scrolling. I can't see anything from you, Aaron, mate, so I don't know what the question was that you're asking me to answer. Just put it in again, Aaron, and I'll get to it, but I can't find it now, mate, so apologies on that one. Do you think Portugal or Italy will go through? Portugal. I think they'll have enough now. Although, look, difficult. Like, that's a good tie, that, isn't it? I was worried about Senegal and Egypt match. One of Salah Mane will not be mentally good, said Pro Gamer. Yeah, it's horrible. There's going to be some sad players. And look, as again, Portugal versus Italy playoff. We've got the Diogo Jota there, you know, the best Portuguese player in the Premier League, to potentially come back unhappy as well. So I think Portugal will have too much for Italy. I know Italy, European champions, amazing, very well galvanised team under Mancini. But I just think Portugal just have a little bit too much class. I think that Cristiano Ronaldo will be super hyped for this, you know, thinking that this will be the last World Cup that he could potentially play in. So I think Portugal will find a way. Any Gavi updates other than what I spoke about yesterday? So as I said to you guys, I heard back from my friendly journalist in Spain on that one, and the reply that I got was that Gavi and his agent have been told what Barcelona can afford to offer them in a new contract. Same with Ronald Araujo. Again, similar situation. His agent has been told what Barcelona can afford. The phrase that was actually used to me was Barcelona have drawn a line in the sand about what they can afford to do. Xavi wants to keep Gavi, as you'd expect, because he's an outstanding midfielder. But the possibility of him leaving wasn't entirely ruled out. Although the journalist in question firmly believed that Gavi's best interests would be served by staying at Barcelona. And I agree. You know, I do agree. I'm saying what I said about Haaland as well. I think another year or two there for Gavi would do no harm for his development. But then you're not getting him out of Barcelona, I don't think, once he develops. So, not off the table entirely is what I was told. But how realistic Liverpool signing him is, haven't got a clue. But I think that Haaland's future could play a part in this. So, let's say Manchester City don't get Haaland, and let's say Barcelona really want to push for him. The potential of maybe moving Araujo on or a couple of players on to free up wages and stuff, maybe a possibility. And don't forget, Barcelona have also just signed that new deal with Spotify as well for naming rights for the stadium. It'll be called the Spotify Camp Nou. There will also be Spotify on the front of the men's and women's training shirts and playing shirts from next season. So, but yeah, I won't lie though, I'm petrified about the idea of Manchester City signing Haaland. I mean, that's not great if that happens. And I also will ask, how the fuck can they afford all this? Like, they spunked 100 mil on Jack Grealish. And then they could spunk another... the package that's believed it'll cost City to bring Haaland in was over 300 million, including fees, wages, obviously the 79 million or whatever it is, buyout clause. So, yeah, a lot. Trent actually injured? Yes, he is, mate. Well, I know what you mean, like, is he just being pulled out of the England squad? I don't think so, because if you were going to do that, you'd probably try and say that he picked up something in the Forest game. So I think he genuinely is injured. Jay said, Luis Diaz is a top 5, 25 and under player in the world. I won't argue with you, Jay. Again, it's great that we have that next age bracket as well for Diogo Jota, Luis Diaz, those 25-year-old forwards coming through. What else we got? Who do I think will win, Egypt or Senegal? Hand on heart, I think Senegal have the better squad. I think it will have to be two very, very good defensive displays by Egypt and a little bit of Mohamed Salah magic. But honestly, I like a punt. I'm a betting man. If I was to put down a few quid, I would put it towards Senegal qualifying. They just have a better squad. I hope. Actually, I'm not going to say I hope Egypt go through, because I have too much respect for both of our boys. May the best team win. But I'm disappointed that one of the lads won't get to go to the World Cup, which is but it is sad, because both of them are good enough that they'd want to be playing on that stage. Angry Dave said he's going to Spain next week. So am I. I will be heading off really early on Monday morning. The Forest game has banana skin written all over it. Says the men's score 1. It is. It does. And I agree. Connor was really blasé about it, thinking that we're going to blast Forest away. I don't think so. City ground, Sunday night, massive game. I don't think it's going to be as easy as people think, I think we'll get through. Of course I do. We should get through. We're a team at the tail end of the European competition. We're a team right at the top of the Premier League table. We're a team that already has a trophy in the bag. We're a league ahead of them. So many things that make you think, yes, we should win it, but we still got to get out there and win it. Craig, do I think we'll beat Benfica easily? Yes, I do. I think we beat them home and away. I think we had a harder game against Inter Milan. I think they were a better side than Benfica. And let's not forget, Ajax went over and drew 2-2 with Benfica over in Portugal. And then, Benfica beat them 1-0, fair play, with a Nunes goal. But I think we're too good for them. I do. And they're second in the Portuguese division, 12 points behind, I think, Porto, top the league, if my memory's right. Haaland is probably going to cost City more than we cost FSG. Well, yeah, Dean, if we're going off the figures that are being thrown around at the minute, mate, you're right. Aaron said, my question was, if you think Diaz, in his short time with the club, had already surpassed Mane. No, not a hope. I think, mate, no, nowhere near it. He's got a long way to go until he passes the prime Sadio Mane. And he looks like he has all the tools to be able to do it, Aaron. And I'm very much excited about looking forward to seeing Luis Diaz excel at Liverpool. But, let's not forget, I know Sadio may be going through a bit of a blip at the minute, but let's not forget how good Sadio Mane was in his pomp. Like, we are talking a very, 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 very good player. Will Salah leave to Barca this summer? Why? Ask yourself this, honestly. Why would he? I don't think at this point Barca could outbid us financially for Salah. So I don't think that will be the case with the situation that they have. I think as a sporting project right now, Liverpool is a better project. I think Salah can feel that I hope that Salah feels that he can win what he wants to achieve at Liverpool. Yeah, no. I'd be more concerned maybe about the money PSG could throw his way if they lose, and it looks like they will lose Kylian Mbappe. Mbappe on a free transfer is better than Haaland for 63 mil, said Omar. Yes, but he's not going to be... None of them are free transfers, mate. You know what I mean? Like, even though, yes, he can sign for free, he's going to get a massive signing on fee. He's going to get an ungodly wage, and his agent will, I'm sure, not need to do a whip round for the electricity bill anytime soon. I'm sure he'll be looked after as well. Bob said, Craig, who do you think will win the Champions League? Love you, lad. Love you too, Bob. Thank you. Love all you guys, as you know. Who do I think will win the Champions League? Us. Same as I've said all along. Today just maps out the route to the final as far as I'm concerned. I think, honestly, hand on heart, the best Liverpool beats the best Bayern Munich over two legs, in my honest opinion. Bayern are suspect defensively. They are as good as anybody going forward. As good as anybody. Gnabry, Lewandowski, Sané, Muller. They're as good as anybody going forward. Absolute quality. But I think they can be got at defensively. I think that's Bayern Munich's weak point. Benfica, we should have too much for, home and away. But, and we have Thiago. Yeah, so Thiago potentially going up against his old team. They're the games we brought him in for, though, isn't it? Looking past Benfica, sort of, yeah, if I'm being honest. I mean, I can give you all the lines about being professional and getting the job done, but we should be beating Benfica home and away. You know, that shouldn't be that difficult for us. They will come and they'll put up a fight and they'll talk a big game in the press, much like Sporting did before City went over there and beat them 5-0. I just think if we show up, we should be too good. Let's be fair, we should be too good for them. Jay Singh said Bayern have the best attack in the world. I would disagree with you there, sir. I think we do. But their defence is nothing compared to Liverpool and City's. I would agree with you on that side of it. I honestly think we have the best attack in the world, Jay. Look at the 5 attackers we have. I would put them up against any 5 in the world. But I get where you're coming from. Like, Lewandowski is a machine. A goal-scoring machine. Gnabry, superstar, doing really well over there in Munich as well. Obviously Leroy Sané, Thomas Muller, yes, but I just think, I don't know, man, I wouldn't swap ours. I wouldn't swap our 5. If we don't beat Benfica, it won't be because they play good, it'll be because we play bad. Exactly. If we show up, we win. The simple as that. If we show up, play well, we beat Benfica. And that's not being arrogant. That's true. Like, that is just true. Would I start Milner or Gomez at right back? Milner for the game on Sunday, Bob. Milner, I will play at right back. I think Milner's more compact. I think Milner is more tuned in than Gomez. Gomez makes me a little bit nervous at times. He can be caught ball watching. At right back, far more comfortable seeing Gomez at centre back. Do I rate Hansi Flick? Yes, of course. How do you think City versus Madrid is going to go? For a second there, I was thinking, hang on a second, Chelsea got Madrid, but of course, Atleti are still in it. The second leg being at the Wanda Metropolitano will make it interesting. So if Atleti can somehow go to the Etihad and, let's say, even lose by just 1 and take that back to Spain, it'd be interesting. You would think Manchester City will have too much. You know, if Manchester City play to their best, Manchester City beat Atletico Madrid. I think we'll all agree on that one. The other one, though, I mean, that Chelsea-Real Madrid tie, that is another very, very cagey 50-50 set of games. Yeah, that's a difficult draw for both of those teams. You know, obviously Real Madrid will fear nobody after dismantling Paris Saint-Germain the way they have. Thomas Tuchel and his Chelsea team, of course, know what this is about. They know how to beat Real. They did it last year on the way to winning it. So yeah, it's very interesting. Can I make a bold prediction? You know I like my old predictions. I don't see Manchester City navigating their way to the final. I don't. I think that the winner of that Chelsea-Real Madrid game, I think they might have a little bit too much now for Manchester City in the semi-finals over two legs. I think the winner of Real Madrid, Chelsea, plays the winner of us, Bayern Munich, in the final. That's my prediction. Mario, how are you? Mario Salim, nice to see you in, man. Hope you're well. Do I think the Champions League final will be Liverpool City? No, I think it will be Liverpool. I think it'll be Liverpool Bayern, actually. I'm going to go out on a limb and go, it'll be Liverpool Bayern Champions League. No, sorry, not Bayern. Real, sorry, my apologies. Liverpool Real Champions League final. And then we get justice. We get vengeance. Oh, I'd love that. I'd love us to turn over Real Madrid in the final. But, you know, whoever gets to the final, you know, whether it's Liverpool, Chelsea, Liverpool Real, Liverpool Man City, Bayern Munich Man City, Bayern Munich Real, blah, blah, it's going to be a very good final. But also, I'm intrigued to see how Villarreal will get on against Bayern. You know, we keep underestimating, myself included, Unai Emery. But to go to Turin and win 3-0, that's just some achievement. Aaron reckons we'll see a Liverpool-Chelsea final. Jay wants us to beat Chelsea in 3 finals this year. Nice. Wilted, what's up with Trent and what's his injury? I can't remember off the top of my head what the injury actually is, mate. I think it's a muscle strain. Somebody in the chat will remember. But he will be out until the City game by the looks of it. Am I going to go watch the game? No, mate, I have a channel to run. So, you know, if I go watch the game, like if I was to travel over for the Benfica game, then the lads don't get wages. Because the contracts are... the contracts for the watch-alongs state that I host the watch-along, so I have to fulfill the sponsorship agreements that we have. Hamstring, yes, thank you. There we go, hamstring injury. Enjoy your holiday, deserve a week off. 10 days off, Hannah. 10 days, don't you know? Not just a week. We're going away for 10 days. I won't be back until the 1st of April. But I'm not going till after the game Sunday. So I'll be here tonight at 8:45 with Paddy. And then I will be off tomorrow. I don't think we have any live shows tomorrow, actually. I'll have a Forest preview video out. Then on Sunday, we're going to be on Twitch for that watch-along of the FA Cup quarter-final against Nottingham Forest. So I hope you guys can join us for that. But I'm going to do about 10 more minutes before I finish up and get set up because we have another stream coming up in 2 hours' time. I'd like to know if you have any Bellingham news. No, none. Absolutely zippity-doo that, mate. And I'm trying, but no, nothing. Nothing on Salah either, by the way, before anyone asks that one. Yeah, I've no more information on anything at the minute, other than the Gavi stuff I said earlier on. While you're gone, will Paddy and Chris still be here? Yes, they will. Paddy and Chris will be doing, I don't want to say daily shows because they'll obviously need a day or two off, but there will be, there will be content while I'm away, 100%. Paddy and Chris will be holding the fort. Donica, how are we, mate? Nice to see you. Prime Sadio or Prime Salah? Prime Salah. But look, they're both amazing. You on the front page for the match? On Sunday, yes. Yes, we are. We're on the front page of Twitch for the match on Sunday. It's the last one we have this month. Actually, it's the last one we'll have. Well, I can't say anymore, but again, watch this space. But yes, we will be on the front page of Twitch, so hopefully get some good viewing figures for that one. Is Newcastle going to become the best team in the world? It's not as easy as people think to build a club from those levels up. Like, look how long it took City to really get into the top sphere where they were winning like Premier Leagues and pushing in Europe. So, yes, it's possible Newcastle could get there, but I don't think it's going to be anytime soon. Salah struggling with a foot injury. Yes, I don't think he'll play, Roy, on Sunday. And I'm okay with that. You know, he played through the pain barrier against Arsenal when he came on. Fair play. That's what you'd expect from somebody of Mohamed Salah's stature and somebody of his durability as well, because he's an extremely strong-minded and strong-bodied dude. So yeah, I think it's okay if he doesn't play at the weekend. What else we got? Steve Bland, all right. Haven't seen him in a while. Yeah, no, he's good. He's got a lot going on in his personal life in a good way. So he's getting married, which is brilliant news. He's moving house. So he's just got a lot going on, mate. And he's a full-time job as well with Sale Sharks. He works in PR with Sale Sharks. So he just said, like, he won't be around for a few weeks. So, of course, you know, whatever Steve needs, we're here to help him out. Like, so, yeah, but he should be back. You know, the plan is for Steve to come back. We still chat with him in our WhatsApp group and stuff. But, yeah, sometimes, you know, people's personal lives just get busy and you need to step away. That's part of the industry, really. But yeah, no, we love Steve and hope to have him back soon. Am I watching the Leeds game tonight? I'm not going to watch along of it, but I will have it on. I'm on with Paddy at 8:45, so I'm sure I'll have the Leeds game on in the background of that one. Right, look, my friends, I'm going to leg it. I will see you guys at 8:45 tonight, where we will go through all of this in more detail. Again, just a reminder of the dates of the ties for everybody before we finish up. Real quick, on a fly through them. Right, so Liverpool will be playing away against Benfica on the 5th of April, and the return leg will be at Anfield on the 13th of April, 8 p.m, of course, and fingers crossed that sees our way through. Look, I'll see you at 8:45 tonight, my friends. Do hit that subscribe button before you head off. Please do drop a like on the video as well. And yeah, see you at 8:45 tonight. Is Jack going to be on next season? We're going to talk about that in the summer with Jack Dean. Potentially, though. Potentially. See you about later.